Hi, this is Apostle Dr. Jewel Williams here with our wisdom moment. And so I want to talk to you for just a few minutes from a message that I preached called I Found the Key. So let me read you the scripture and I'm going to give you the word and I hope it encourages you. Revelation 3:20 says, "Here I am, I stand at the door and knock. If anyone hears my voice and opens the door, I will come in and eat with that person and they with me." And then Matthew 16:19, both of these NIV says, "I will give you the keys to the kingdom of heaven. Whatever you bind on earth, you will bound in heaven, and whatever you loose on earth will be loosened in heaven." So, story time. We have been pastoring for a little over 10 years. We've been in the same location. But as I shared with my congregation, over time, I got distracted, stuff going on. So I was physically in the building, but I had kind of left. You'll catch that tomorrow. And so what happened was there was a particular door to the office area that we had stopped opening and closing, and so it got stuck. And so when we tried to open it, because we were cleaning out the office, we couldn't find the key. I didn't know where it was. And so, long story short, kept searching, asked the Lord, where's the key? We found the key. It worked, but the door, because of the rust and the buildup, it wouldn't unlock. So I had to have my husband come in and help me. So what was the point? Well, after that, the Lord kind of said, "Jewel, that's the message to preach." And so there's a couple of points that I want to share with you that he gave me in the message. That scripture I gave from you from Revelations 3:20 says, "Here I am, I stand at the door and knock." And so one of the things God showed me was this. He said, we have keys. Keys mean access. Doors also mean authority or access, and even intervention, right? And keys mean authority because you have the ability to unlock a thing. And so one of the things the Lord was showing me was that you and I, as humanity, lost access because of sin, but then God gave it back to us through Jesus Christ. Because scripture, Jesus says, "I am the door." What opened that door? The key was God's love, because John 3:16 says, "For God so loved the world, he gave." So his love became the key that unlocked the door that you and I need to come through, which that door is Jesus Christ. But then the door, who is now Christ, follow me, is knocking at our door. Revelation 3:20 says, "Here I am, I stand." Who is the I stand? It is the very door, Christ, that stands at your door and knocks. What door is he knocking at? Oh, it's feeling good. He's knocking at your heart. And I share with my congregation, he said, "If you hear my voice, open the door and let me in." But you know what God showed me? He said some of us are peeping through the peephole, or we barely cracking the door, and we not letting him in. We not giving him access. But guess what? If you don't give Christ access, then you and I won't have access. What access are you talking about? That next scripture, Matthew 16:19. "I will give you the keys." Here's keys again. "I will give you the keys to the kingdom." You and I have access because of our relationship with Jesus Christ. But if we don't use those keys, the door gets rusty and the key gets misplaced. Hear me again. Your door that should be allowing you to go in and out freely is now barred from you. Why? Because you've misplaced your key that you actually have in your possession. Oh, that's good. What key have you misplaced? When's the last time you prayed? When the last time you interceded? When the last time you asked? I'm not talking about had a fit, broke down and cried. I'm talking about literally standing your authority that's given to you in Matthew 16:19 and asked the Lord to do, because you've been given the keys and you have the authority to lock and unlock, to loose and to bound. What have you loosed lately? But you can't if you haven't opened the door. If Jesus is still knocking and not getting your attention, it's going to be very difficult for him to hand off the keys to you. So I want to encourage you today. I found the key. It was in my possession. I asked God, where's the key to this door? He said, look at it. It's the silver one. And true enough, when I tried to turn it, it worked. I want to encourage you today. Ask God to show you where your keys are. Where have you misplaced your key that's probably already on your ring, already in your possession? Ask God to show you, what things have I put aside that I have the right to, that I haven't been using, My key has been going unused. So then what's happening? So my doors have gotten rusty. Selah. God bless.